thank you all for your input. Now remarks and announcements from the mayor.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's good to be here with everybody. Tonight we have the remarks on agenda items. It's clear that there's some interest in this. I think that council members know that this has been a process, a community information process that's been ongoing for the last 8 months or so. The Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District is the entity that's responsible for managing storm water runoff and sewer water. Please note that there's a difference, a big difference between storm water, which is rain like coming down now, and sewer water. Sewer water is managed through a system of pipes and things like that underground. Storm water is surface water that has to flow somewhere, and these gardens, these basins, are a way to get that storm water, not sewer water, storm water, to be handled naturally, or more naturally, instead of combining it with the sewer water, treating it all the same, using the same chemicals on water that comes from the toilet after you're done with it, as you use for rainwater. It's easier on the environment if they don't use so many chemicals to treat so much water that's just naturally falling down. So this is a way to do that. It's called green infrastructure. So again, this is the Regional Sewer District's effort to separate and treat like rainwater, rainwater. So this is the type of water that would flow into these basements, these basins, is rainwater, not sewer water. They're two completely different things. Again, there have been 5 or 6 public community meetings. Some of the individuals in this room have attended some of those community meetings. There were some mailings done, and they were held in different parts of the city. School board member made reference to the fact that some school board members and staff attended those community meetings. This explanation was done. There were big charts put up. There were big maps put up. There are reasons for which these sites were selected by the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District. Some of the benefits of this, if anyone has seen the Euclid, Elderwood, Wymore area, it's where there are huge, hulking, vacant, abandoned apartment buildings that haven't been occupied in some cases for 20 years. It's the site of industrial strength dumping in the city of East Cleveland. Concrete slabs are dumped there. Tires are dumped there. All sorts of things are dumped there. One of the businesses in town recently engaged in a very, very large cleanup of that area and some nearby areas. A couple of those buildings, the big hulking buildings that get set on fire, where dumping occurs, those are going to be demolished and replaced by this green infrastructure type of project. So there are some good things about this. Again, it's been explained thoroughly to the members of the community. It's been explained thoroughly to the members of this city council. Sometimes in a public process, there comes a time when action will be taken or will not be taken. Whether that action is agreed upon by everybody, there's almost no action that takes place in this room that's agreed upon by everybody. And we understand that. But this council is well informed. The community has had opportunities to be well informed. And now it's perhaps the time to take an action or decide not to take action. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Any new business? Any new business? Report on council committees. Start with you, Mark. Council committee report.
Yeah. I share health and safety. And our next meeting is going to be next week. I invite all of you to come. March 8th, in this room at 5:30. We're going to deal with staffing for police, staffing for fire. We're going to deal with equipment. I got a call this morning while I was at work, my full-time job, where they backed into Angela Mia and that. Graham Robinson, I stay on your street, right on the corner.
I actually videotaped and I watched them rebuild Angela Mia. I have the video footage and I do video photography for this community as well as the school system in East Cleveland. Ms. Fisher personally has seen me commit and dedicate my life to this school system.
Okay.
with me, my sister.
I just brought that out as a point,
I was
Mr.
there
Robinson.
today, sir, while they
Okay.
rebuilt Angela Mia.
But the reason why I brought that up is that your street is adjacent to Family Dollar. Family Dollar is robbed on a regular basis. We're going to deal with that. Not just the one there, but the one down by Wadena too. I'm asking all of you to come out because I'll maybe try to get some to know if they want to come out. I think also what needs to be said is, and I can say this, and this is not in favor of Northeast Ohio Sewer District because I do my homework. They've done robocalls. They've done flyers. We've had a number of meetings at the library. So if you wasn't aware, I don't know why. Because I was even surprised when I got a robocall about coming to one of their meetings. But that doesn't change the issue that we have to deal with. So I'm asking you to come back. Also, there's going to be some very important stuff discussed that you need to be a part of. There's a club that I've been getting complaints about called Pre-Bay, right next to Family Dollar. We're going to deal with that. We'll see what the police have to say about that, because I see it every day. So I think as a citizen, I'm asking all you to be more proactive than reactive, to get involved. I'd like for you to get your street club going. If you need me to help you do that, etc. And the other thing is, ultimately, we will vote on this issue. Some of us are voting for it, or some of us are voting against it, but you got to vote. On the 15th, if you don't know, it's a primary. Okay, right up the street, not too far from you, on Terrace, about 2 years ago, 60 police officers went up into Heritage Middle School, Tiffany Fisher, and shot 137 times.
Hello.
I need to say what's so dynamic, what's so profound about it is, 3-4 days ago I looked at TV and I saw this thing on Bonnie and Clyde, and they were killers and robbers and all that. They got shot 132 times. We had 137 shots up at Heritage Middle School for 2 innocent people. So you got to get engaged, you got to get involved, so I'm asking you to come out. I have done my homework on this Northeast Ohio Sewer District. I'm not going to talk about it now, but I'm going to announce again, the work is not really done here. We basically kind of know what we do when we come here. That's why we have committee meetings. We had a meeting before this. Okay. But you have got to come to the committee meetings. That way you can ask all the questions you want. You can get us one-on-one. I need to see you, Mr. Robinson, at the end of the meeting. Something I need to ask you. So, March 8th, Dr. Guy, 5:30. Okay, health and safety, and we try to get something done. And I will apologize for about the 3rd or 4th time, because this is close to me, Joey Graham. I do think we made a tremendous mistake down there on Noble Road. But based on what we were reading and based on what we saw, we went that way. We're a cash-strapped city with revenue diminishing. That means we don't have any new revenue. We're struggling to make payroll. So we have some major issues. And I agree with what Ms. Russell said. We are a gym. So we don't have the powers to be coming here to help us like they need to be. Okay, to do the economic development like they're doing down the University Circle. If we get them to step up to help us, and I think the president is reaching out and we're trying to reach out, we can turn this thing around. So we will deal with this. And I want you to hold me accountable for my vote. Me accountable. Because I'm accessible to you. I have monthly meetings. I've been having them for 18 years. 18 years. Some of you come out, some of you don't come out. So come on now. You got to step up. We're going to do what we think is right. Each person is responsible for what they do, but I'm asking you to start March 8th, and then we're going to have a community meeting on the 17th of March that we have every month at the library. We have a pretty good turnout. You've got to step up. You've got to get on street clubs. You've got to talk to your neighbors. Okay? I'm just putting out what needs to take place. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Martin, that's the same rhetoric you gave us about Noble Road dump. The same rhetoric you've given us now. You gave us the same rhetoric about Noble Road dump. The same thing you said then.
It was a mistake.
All right, I'm talking
I know that it can be emotional, but we gotta keep our heads cool and get through this. This is why the city has the challenges they have today. Let's try to keep it professional and respectful to one another. Okay, let's try to keep the outbursts contained.
Our heads real cool.